Hey, good morning, friends. Happy Tuesday. It is April the 7th, 2020. Rise and shine. Yeah, I'm doing this a little bit early today. I have a delivery person, if you want to call him that. I had to buy a new washer yesterday. My washer finally took a crap the other day. And I was really worried that, oh my God, right now with this virus going on, am I going to be able to find a washer and have somebody deliver it for me? Or am I just going to be shit out of luck and have to maybe run down and try to use a laundromat or something? But I was lucky enough to go where I usually buy my furniture and my stoves, washers, dryers from this, if you want to call it a box store. I was able to go in there, and I'm on a one-on-one basis with the owner of the place, and I said, hey, I need a washer. What do you have available? And he showed me, and I said, now, here's the big question. Are you delivering right now, or are you not? He goes, oh, yeah, we're delivering. So, oh, okay. How soon can you have it up at my place? Well, I got to make a delivery up around your area tomorrow. I said, I'll write you out a check right now. He said, good. We only take cash or check. We do not take plastic. I don't care. So, and he didn't charge me a delivery charge, which was kind of sweet. Of course, I bought in quite a bit of things from this gentleman throughout the years. Let's put down some coffee. Come on. And by the way, the washing machine that I bought, the brand is called a Roper, as in Mr. Roper from Three's Company. And ironically, it's basically a Whirlpool product. I didn't know that until I did some research, and I did the reviews on the Roper machine, and it does okay. It's not the lowest price. It's not the highest price. I always try to buy in the middle. Whether that's a good theory or not, I don't know, but it works for me. So thank God, excuse me, he's coming over today. He said between 9:30-ish and 10 o'clock. So I figured I better get going. I got to get up early today. I set my alarm clock earlier than usual. I got up. I had to wake Sir Prince up again. He slept on his bed all night. He's got about 3 or 4 different beds in the house here, and he moves from sleeping area to sleeping area to sleeping area. I think it all has to do with his back and his doggy arthritis, if you want to call it that. He kind of moves around to where he can get comfortable. Well, last night he slept on his therapeutic doggy bed all night long. Yes, he has a therapeutic doggy bed. And no, it wasn't bought for him originally. It came with my other rescue that I had. Some of you people know him as, his name is Russell. What a great dog he was. Not taken away from Prince. Prince is holding his own. God bless him. Okay, that's enough of that. What do we got today? Hey, it's James Garner's birthday today. Rockford, from the Rockford Files. And on the episodes, there was one guy that I always called him Rockfish. I used to like that series. That was a good series back in the day. He was born in 1928, and he passed away in 2014. God rest his soul. he had a heart attack. His net worth was, at the time of his passing, $20 million. And most of you know him from the Rockford Files and what was the Cowboy series he was on or in? Damn it! Now it escapes my mind. I can see him. He wore the black cowboy hat, and if you guys know who I'm talking about, send me a message. What series it was, because that'll drive me nuts now. He was a gambler, I think, in the series and all that. But yeah, that'll drive me nuts for a while. His other claim to fame movies were Space Cowboys. That was a good movie. I enjoyed that one. That was good. And the other one that I really liked a lot, and I watch it, every once in a while, and I might watch it this week since I'm binging on TV. Murphy's Romance. Now that was a good movie. If you haven't seen it and you like James Garner, watch Murphy's Romance. His co-star person in the movie was Sally Fields. It was a great movie. So give it a shot. And if you've already seen it, watch it again. What are we all doing right now other than being quarantined and staying in the house? And as I'm talking, I'm still trying to think of what Cowboy series James Garner was in. One of you guys will get it for me. Okay, let's move on here. But it's going to drive me nuts. Today is National Beer Day. So all of you that enjoy your hoppy brews and all that stuff, today's the day to celebrate. You can't celebrate any place but in your own house, or maybe in your garage or something, I don't know, or in your motorhome or camper. But celebrate for having a beer today because it's National Beer Day. I can't have a beer. Beer is not my friend right now with this diet that I'm on. I haven't had a beer now in between 6 and 8 weeks. I was hankered for a beer the other day when I was outside doing my yard work. I could have just come in and got a ice cold can of beer, and you people that get thirsty, you know what I'm talking about. When you get really, really thirsty and you just want to quench your thirst, all I needed was one, but a nice ice cold can of beer, crack it open, or a bottle of beer, and if you got to pour it in your glass, get a nice little head on it. Add a little bit of salt to give it a little bit better head. And if you didn't know that, try that. If you're a beer drinker, pour your beer in a glass and take some table salt and put a little bit of table salt in it, and it'll give you a nice little head on your beer. And I could have just put that back. I could have thrown that down, as they say, I'm salivating now thinking about it. But eventually, when I've had enough of this diet thing, and it could be within a couple months here, or a month, who knows, especially if we get released out of quarantine and I go camping in my motorhome, I think it'll be time to crack open a beer, if you know what I mean. Because enough is enough. All right, let's put down some caffeine. Come on. Still thinking of that damn Cowboy series. All right, I got to get off of that. Let's go to, excuse me. Is it Norman? Yeah, Norman, Oklahoma. That's where James Garner was born, as a matter of fact. The 3-day weather forecast for Norman, Oklahoma. I've never been there either. Today, Tuesday, April the 7th, the high in Norman, Oklahoma today is going to be 84 degrees. The low's going to be 55, or it was 55 for the low, and partly cloudy today. Wednesday in Norman, Oklahoma. The high is going to be 88. Excuse me. 47 for a low, partly cloudy. Thursday in Norman, Oklahoma. 62 for a high. 44 for a low, and partly cloudy. Now, let's come on over here to Tower City, Pennsylvania. Today, April the 7th, 2020, Tuesday, 64 for a high, 51 for a low, and 30% chance of showers today. And as you can see out my kitchen window, it's a little gray out there. There's no vitamin D showing up, at least not yet. I just hope my guy delivers his washing machine before the showers start. Excuse me. Wednesday in Tower City, Pennsylvania. The high is going to be 64 degrees, 43 for a low, and partly cloudy. Thursday in Tower City, 50 for a high, 34 for a low, and 90% chance of rain. Well, it'll make my grass look pretty. It'll be a pretty green. Yes, it will. And that's another. I got a contractor I called up the other day. I called not Angie's List, but one of those sites where I could, hone in on a contractor. And I was able to research it, and I want to get a person or a company down here to do some yard work for me. Rake up the branches, the leaves, my little flower bed. I want to put some mulch around my dozen or so flowers and bushes that I have in that area. I want to spruce up my backyard a little bit, So supposedly they're coming over here on Friday to do that work. And then, like I said, I want to get a contractor. And right now, you can't do it with this quarantine. I'm waiting for a release here because I got stuff in this house that I want to get rid of. I got 2 bedrooms upstairs that are not usable because I got stuff in them. And I want to make them usable again. And who knows, maybe I'll rent out one of the bedrooms. That's a pretty good idea, I think. We'll see. Anyway, that's enough of my jibber jabber. Excuse me again. Let me put down some coffee. Come on. I'm thinking Paladin, but James Garner was not in Paladin. That was another great cowboy series. And what was the other one? Steve McQueen? Well, it wasn't a cowboy series, but it was Wanted, Dead or Alive. When he was in a service, I believe, Steve McQueen. The series, Wanted, Dead or Alive. And I can remember in the beginning of the show when it come on the air, they'd had the singing in the background, and there's Steve McQueen, I believe it was Steve McQueen. He'd be standing, in formation, and his CO came by and ripped all his patches off his uniform, and I guess he was thrown out of the service at the time. But that was another good series. Maybe you can pick that up. Wanted, Dead or Alive. Boy, I'm showing my age now, aren't I? Anyway, for dinner last night, I made meat sauce. Some ground up meat, and I mixed it in with my pasta sauce, if you want to call it that, spaghetti sauce. I dialed it up a little bit. I never just used jar or canned pasta sauce without trying to enhance it a little bit. I sprinkled a little bit of Italian seasoning in it, and I put a dribble of extra virgin olive oil in the sauce, and I chopped up some onions. I put that in. I put some parsley in there, stirred it up, let it simmer real nice, and then I incorporated it with my ground meat. I finely ground meat. I put all that in, and that's how I made my meat sauce. And then I made some, excuse me, I boiled up some shells, pasta shells, not the big ones, not for stuffing, real little ones. I did a couple handfuls of pasta shells because it's only me eating, and I boiled it up, and I put that in a nice bowl, and then over the top of my pasta shells, I put my meat sauce in there. I stirred it up real nice. I had that for my main supper course, if you want to say that, and alongside it, I had a garden fresh salad. Yes, I did. With some onions in it, some green peppers, some red peppers, cucumbers, the whole gamut, and oil and vinegar. That was it. That was a pretty good little supper for myself. And it's real tough to try to make dinner, supper, breakfast, lunch for one person. I mean, you can do it for breakfast. But when you're trying to cook for one person, it is not easy. Because I'm not used to cooking for one person. I'm used to cooking. I would cook meals here when the other half was living here. And we'd have enough meals left over where she'd stick them in a freezer and that. And we'd have them down the road. It'd be a meal already cooked up. All it had to do was be thawed out and then nuked up. And, there was a meal for us. But now with just myself, and I still do that. Don't get me wrong. The meat sauce I put in the freezer. My little shells. The recommendation said if you're going to use the shells, within a few days, and you don't want them to go bad, add a little bit of olive oil. So I did that to a Ziploc bag. I don't know what the olive oil does, but apparently it keeps it from the shells getting slimy and, going bad on you. I was told by a friend of mine that, all this time when I was doing spaghettis, I like angel hair spaghetti, but when I'd make spaghetti up, boil it up, I'd add oil to it, to keep it from clumping up while it was boiling, and my friend said, don't do that. I said, what do you mean don't do that? And she said, who knows better than she does, She said, don't add oil to your pasta. I said, well, why not? Well, think about it. You're adding oil to it, and it might only be a little bit just to coat it. But then when you put your spaghetti sauce on it, because of the oil, it's going to slide off it. You want your spaghetti sauce or meat sauce or whatever to stick to your pasta. And I went, that makes sense. All those years I was doing that. And I read it someplace where to use it so your pasta, while it's cooking or boiling, it don't clump together. Well, come to think of it, it never clumped together before I made my pasta without oil. Why did I start using oil? I don't know. Okay, that's enough of my jibber jabber. I hope you guys have a great day today. Stay healthy, stay safe. Stay in your house if you can, or in your own yard, or walk your little fur baby in a field or something. Take care of one another. If you have a neighbor down the road that might be living alone, always go in and check on them if you can. A senior, make sure they're okay. And if you can, take a little plate of food over, or a dessert. I've said this before, but these are nice, good things that we can do for our fellow human being. All right, folks, let's put it down. I got one more thing I got to bring up. My camper friends, here's what I'm thinking. When we all get released here, let's all try to get together. Let's find a common campground, that is centrally located for all of us. And let's all meet up there in our campers, our travel trailers, our motorhomes, and, spend a weekend together. And maybe you guys already do this, but I haven't done this yet. And I'll even bring my DJ equipment. And we'll have just a little, campground party at our campsite, And nothing fancy. My flavor of music isn't this new stuff. I'm into the oldies and the country and the classic rock. I'm sure I can accommodate most of us, I would hope. Okay? Think about that. If we can get it together, I need one person out there to organize it, and let's do this. After we're released from being quarantined. All right, folks, have a great day today. Love your family, your kids, your grandkids, your neighbors, your relatives. Let your neighbors and relatives know that you appreciate them, because remember, we are not guaranteed tomorrow. Something could happen, boom, like that, and could change your whole dynamic of life as you remembered it. Okay? I'll talk to you later on. Say a prayer to your God for peace on earth, and pray to your God that this virus or epidemic, whatever it is, will go away. I got a lot of theories on that, but we're not going to get into it. Everybody has their own opinion on this, but I don't know. I think it might all come out 20 or 30 years from now, but I think it will come out where it wasn't what we thought it was. I could be wrong. That's just my humble opinion, Tina. All right. Cheers. Na zdrowie, l'chaim. And on this Holy Week, make sure you say a prayer for all the people that are sickly from this virus. All right? Pray to your God that all these people will get better and we can get normal again. All right, guys, I love you. I'll talk to all of you later on. To my son and my daughters, my relatives, my brothers and sisters, my aunts, uncles, cousins, my friends out there. I love you guys. Take care of yourself. Lloyd, how you doing, buddy? Hope you're well. I seen you gave me a call yesterday. Leave me a message, because I don't have my phone on me at all times. I'm not one of these people that carry this thing around all the time. But I noticed it said 1 missed call. Was it yesterday or the day before? But there was no voicemail, so I assumed it wasn't important. If you people don't leave me a voicemail, I'm assuming it's not important, okay? All right, God bless you. I'll talk to you later on. If you liked my good morning video today, do me a favor. Hit that like button. And subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. And share this video with your friends and family. And tell them, hey, you got to see this guy, this little Polak. That's what he does in the morning. He starts to have coffee with us. And I look forward to having coffee with him. I'm paraphrasing, okay? God bless you. Take care of yourself. I'm going to punch all you guys out on 3 now. Let's have a big smile, all right? 1, 2, big smile. Here it comes. God bless you. Have a great day. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Here we go. Smile.